Kacie. I remember our first date like it was yesterday. Your blue shirt, beautiful face, and smile that can make any guy's heart start beating 1,000,000 beats per second. Mine was beating at least 100 million beats per second. Many people say love at first sight is a hoax, but somehow I knew from the first 5 minutes of being with you that we were meant for each other. You were the woman I never thought I would find. A woman that has goals, laughs at my stupid jokes, comforts me when I feel down, loves me for who I am, has the same interests that I do, has a heart bigger than the universe, and loves the same God that I do. Being with you is my comfort zone, and it's crazy to imagine a life without you in it.
For the rest of my life, with all that I have, I do. And I will, when the sky is falling, I promise you I'm all in, no turning back. And every day, every moment, every breath you take, I choose you.
One of my favorite memories with you is when we went to Asheville, North Carolina, and Gatlinburg, Tennessee for our 2nd-year anniversary. Seeing the excitement on your face when we crossed the Tennessee line brought a joy into my heart that I had never experienced before. That joy came from making you happy and seeing that beautiful smile that you had hooked me on since day one. I will always remember the first time you said you loved me. We were in the kitchen at the River House and you said it before I did. I was so relieved because I knew I loved you long before that moment. How could an amazing girl like you love me? A girl that is smart as a whip, beautiful like the sunrise, has a heart of gold, has an amazing family, loves the water and outdoors as much as I do, and carries herself with dignity and elegance, saying I love you in every literal meaning of the phrase. It is my promise to love you for the rest of my life, comfort you in times of sorrow and times that are frightening, be your wisdom in times of conflict, protect you from harm of any kind, hug you when times get tough or when times are easy, kiss your face every day, every chance I get, and treat you with the love and respect that you are more than deserving of. I promise to never abandon you when life doesn't go our way or when we don't agree on something. No matter what happens in our life, I will always stand by your side with love and sickness and in health, whether we're rich or poor, whether we're frustrated or happy. You are my happily ever after, and I plan to keep it that way and always keep our marriage first, aside from our relationship with God, who put you in my life and gave me the opportunity to love you every day. Doing life with you is always an adventure that I never want to end. I could fill this whole book with words on paper, but it still wouldn't begin to scratch the surface of how much you mean to me and how much I love you. I can't wait to be your husband and have the opportunity to call you my wife. I love you, K-Mate, and I always will. Love, Gigi.
I'll give you my whole heart for my whole life. I'll give you my whole heart for my whole life. This is where it starts.
Now, thank you.
And I'll say I do.
Bible angel. Put that in your brother.
Okay.
That's a good luck.
And I will, when the sky is falling, I promise you I'm all in, no turning back. And every day, every moment, and every breath you take, I choose
my handsome groom. I can't believe the very best day of our lives so far is finally here. It's crazy to think how far we've come and to think about everything we've been through to get here. Our relationship since day one has been the wildest, sweetest, and most special journey that God has taken me on yet. I grew up without you, yes, but after meeting you and forming the bond that has been unbreakable since day one with you, I realized that in a way it did feel like we grew up together. I wouldn't change any bump or hurdle that we've been faced with because it just shows and proves how strong we are and that we can get through anything and everything and that we will only come out stronger. Every couple has had their differences, but there has always been a constant with us, and that's our morals and our faith, and most importantly, how we know how we will raise our kids one day in a church. I aspire to be at least half the wife and mother that we were so blessed with as role models. I didn't know it yet, but since the very first day I met you, my life had changed forever. I never thought a first date with you wearing the most wrinkly white t-shirt I had ever seen and me eating garlic wings for dinner would eventually lead us to where we are today. You have done so much for me and for us over the last 5 years, and I've cherished all the little things just as much as the big things, and I promise to never stop appreciating you. You're the most loyal and compassionate person that I've ever met. You surprise me every single day, and you never fail to make me laugh, even when the last thing I think I want to do is laugh. You have always known more than I have exactly what I need. You always catch me before I fall. You bring me back to the ground when I'm jumping too high, even when I don't like it, but I need it. You are my best friend, partner, my inspiration, my rock, my comfort zone, my soulmate, and most of all, you are the home that I never thought I would find. I'm so blessed that I get to call you my husband in just a few hours. You are going to be such an incredible one, and I cannot wait to start this new chapter with you and to go on this roller coaster of life, marriage, and someday parenthood. You are going to be the most precious father that any mama could dream of sharing parenthood with. Today will be the best day of my life until I get to look into your big brown eyes again through our son or daughter one day. It will also be the sweetest reminder of just how lucky I am. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but I thank God every single day for bringing you into my life, and I will continue to do so for the rest of my life. When you asked me to marry you, it was the easiest yes I've ever said. Today we will say traditional vows to one another, but I have a few more vows and promises that are a bit more specific. I promise to always be there when it matters the most, to love you unconditionally forever, no matter how hard life gets, to appreciate you and our family, to support you in everything, even when I don't agree, to be the best wife I can be, to be the best mother and even grandmother one day, to never give up or run when things get tough, to always slow dance and silly dance with you in the kitchen, to love our children the way our parents love us, to be right beside you physically and emotionally through every tough decision, to follow every step of Mama Mel's recipes, especially all your favorite casseroles to a T. To always let you bait my hook when we go fishing. To continue to laugh with you whenever I do something embarrassing. To still hold your hand when we're 80. To never stop writing you little notes on the napkins in your work lunches even when it embarrasses you. To never let our spark dim. To love you and cherish you every single day for the rest of our lives. Now let's go get hitched. See you at the altar. I love you so much. Love for the last time ever. Your fiance.
Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate and is not to be entered into unadvisedly, but lightly, and reverently, thoughtfully, and with the utmost respect for one another. If anyone can show just cause why they may not lawfully be joined together, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. I require and charge both of you that if either of you know any reason why you may not lawfully be joined together in matrimony, you now confess it. I'll now ask you some questions, and your response will be I do if that's your desire. Grant, do you have this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor her, and keep her, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Do you promise to keep only unto her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kacie, do you have this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in the holy estate of matrimony? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, for richer and poorer, in sickness and in health. And forsaking all others, do you promise to keep only unto him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
So with that being said, who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I.
Thank you, sir.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see.
So, Grant, if you would please repeat after me. I, Grant,
I, Grant,
take you, Kacie,
take you, Kacie,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to be my lawfully wedded wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Kacie?
Which I went first.
I, Kacie,
I, Kacie,
take you, Grant,
take you, Grant,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to be my lawfully wedded husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death do us part.
till death do us part.
Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Whoa, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand.
If you would place that ring on Kacie's finger and repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Whoa, stand.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I thee wed.
I do wed.
Oh, just as long as you stand by me. You may think that I'm talking foolish.
Those whom God has joined together in matrimony, let no one put asunder. Grant and Kacie, please remember during this ceremony we talked about Jesus providing the good wine and it getting better and better as long as you allow him into your marriage. Also remember the cord of 3 strands is exponentially stronger than a cord of 1 or 2 strands. You can't do this on your own. Don't even try. Allow Jesus to come in and work. And I know you guys have prayed together, you've been doing devotions together, because we've known since almost the beginning that this day was coming. It was just a matter of time. So allow Jesus to come in and work in your lives,
Yes, sir.
in your marriage. By the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina, and more importantly by God, I now pronounce that they are husband and wife. Grant, you may now kiss your bride.
Oh, darling, I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Grant Gillens Floyd.
Like a fool, I went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. rise and they fall deep in the night, and by the light of day it always looks the same. True love always does. And here by your side, we're a million miles away. Nothing's ever gonna change the way I feel. The way it is the way that you are.
And at this point in time, we're going to have our father daughter dance.
I bet you could have used a minute, just a little time alone. But you let me be your little shadow, following wherever you would go. Then I got a little older, and you gave me space to grow. I don't ever seem to tell you enough, but I want you to know, when God made you my father, He was being good to me. Yeah, He was being
Let's give him a big round of applause,
Come stop your crying, it will be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry, 'cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart. From this day on, now and forevermore.
Let's give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, y'all, my sister got married today. Yes! You are the most genuine, loving, caring, and the funniest person I know. Kacie, you're so much more than a baby sister to me. You're my whole entire world, my better half, my very, very best friend. Grant, I couldn't ask for a more perfect man to marry my sweet sister. I have never seen Kacie so happy in my entire life. Thank you for making her beyond ready to become a wife. With you, I know she will always be taken care of and loved very dearly every single day. Kacie, Grant, don't take life too seriously. Wake up every single day wanting to do for one another. Turn off your minds and just spend time together, the two of you. Never stop building trust and never stop being goofy. And lastly, put God first. As you grow closer to Him, you will grow closer to each other.
Each and every night when we turn out the light, there's no mistaking what we have is true. Another soulmate. Yeah.
But Kacie, I can't imagine a more beautiful, gorgeous, outstanding woman that you are. Your parents have raised you to be, and your sisters, and everybody who's been a part of your community it's a gift of God to see you and Him flourish. And I just want to thank everybody for coming here tonight, and hope everybody has a great time. And all of you who are here right now make a difference, whether you think so or not.
You make me wanna celebrate. tonight. Like a picture that I've painted in my wildest dreams. Came to life in every feeling that you gave to me. Found a story that we saw. Every moment is a song. I'm hearing everything. You make me wanna celebrate, 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 celebrate tonight. Ooh, 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 celebrate tonight. Ooh, celebrate tonight. Celebrate tonight. Like a picture that I've painted in my wildest dreams. Came to life in every feeling that you gave to me. You make me wanna celebrate.